We've been spending a lot on vaccines.
$10 billion.
So we need the governments, both in rich and poor countries, to come along.
$10 billion. $10 billion. $10 billion.
They won't be back to normal until we either have that phenomenal vaccine or a therapeutic that's like over 95% effective. And so we have to assume that's going to be almost 18 months from now.
COVID-19 will be here for the next 18 months or more. We will not be able to return to normalcy until we find a vaccine or effective medications.
Obviously, we continue to work on the vaccines, but the vaccines have to be down the road by probably 14, 15, 16 months. We're doing great on the vaccines.
The vaccine is critical because until you have that, things aren't really going to be normal. They can open up to some degree, but the risk of a rebound will be there until we have very broad vaccination.
The hard fact is, until we find a vaccine, going back to normal means putting lives at risk.
But we're going to have this intermediate period of opening up, and it won't be normal until we get an amazing vaccine to the entire world.
The only thing that will really allow life as we once knew it to resume is a vaccine.
And then the final solution, which is a year to 2 years off, is the vaccine. So we've got to go full speed ahead on all three fronts.
This will be the new normal until a vaccine is developed.
And so I'm pleased to announce to you that we're pledging an additional $1 billion to... Thank you. All right, thank you. It's not every day we give away $1 billion.
Things won't go back to truly normal until we have a vaccine that we've gotten out to basically the entire world.
We will not go back to normal until we get a vaccine in 18 months.
You're thinking 18 months, even with all the work that you've already done to this point and the planning that you are taking with lots of different potential vaccinations and building up for that now?
We could actually beat the 18 months. We don't want to create unrealistic expectations.
Rushing at warp speed to develop a new vaccine using experimental technology and then mass producing and delivering billions of doses to be injected into basically the entire world.
Basically the entire world.
Basically the entire world.
Basically the entire world.
Basically the entire world. We will not go back to normal until we get a vaccine in 18 months.
Let me put it very clearly. You have no constitutional right to endanger the public and spread a disease, even if you disagree. You have no right not to be vaccinated. You have no right not to wear a mask. You have no right to open up your business. And if you refuse to be vaccinated, the state has the power to literally take you to a doctor's office and plunge a needle into your arm. But you have no right to refuse to be vaccinated against a contagious disease. Public health, the police power of the Constitution.
This is a landmark collaboration to accelerate the development, production, and equitable distribution of vaccines, diagnostics, and therapeutics for COVID-19.
We look forward to supporting the Global Coronavirus Response Summit on the 4th of May, which will drive forward our collective global effort to tackle coronavirus.
We need to develop a vaccine. We need to produce it and to deploy it in every single corner of the world.
Basically the entire world.
Every single corner of the world.
Basically the entire world.
In order to counter COVID-19, we need vaccines, effective treatments, and fast and reliable tests. We need them soon. And most importantly, Everybody needs them.
Basically, the entire world.
Everybody needs them.
Basically, the entire world.
Everybody needs them.
Basically, the entire world.
I am a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
And I believe in vaccinations.
And I believe in vaccinations.
If you don't vaccinate your kids, it can endanger their lives.
The potential downsides of vaccinations are almost non-existent.
The cumulative scientific and medical communities are in absolute full agreement that there is basically no reason not to vaccinate your kids.
No reason.
The state has the power to literally take you to a doctor's office and plunge a needle into your arm.
$10 billion.
Basically, the entire world.